Hey everybody, it's Liz with Shutterbucks Photography, and the other day I had my first boudoir shoot, and I did a quick little video of how crazy it was right after the video. And I'd mentioned that I would do, the things that I didn't do or things that I should have done or should have done differently. So here are my tips for when you first start out trying to do boudoir pictures. And this is just my list, so I mean it could vary for anybody, but this is really a good starting out point, things to remember when you do a boudoir shoot, because you definitely want to start out on the right foot. I did do boudoir about a year ago, a little over a year ago, for a friend. We actually did like a marathon. It was a bunch of girls, it was some of my friends, and it was just playing around. Some of the pictures turned out really cool, some of them were just absolutely horrible. But now that I'm in the studio and I understand my camera and I have better quality equipment, this was my first paid boudoir session that I actually advertised for. So the first one I'm going to start out with is do not rush. You need to have plenty of time to go through the poses that you want to try, the styles that you want to do, the looks, the outfits, if she's going to have her hair up or her hair down. You do not want 30 minutes or 45 minutes to do a boudoir session. I recommend a couple of hours so that way you have the time and you don't feel like crazy rushed, so you have time to get in all those shots that you want. And you want to give your client a good product. Whether they're paying or not, it's their time and you want to make sure you can deliver on it. The next thing is you need to discuss hair and makeup with your client. You want to make sure that they come prepared. Hair and makeup is always a good idea. Even if they never wear makeup or do their hair, it would be great if they just curled their hair a little bit or put some waves in it or styled it a little bit. A little bit of makeup, some mascara, some eyeliner, even some lip balm. Honestly, lip balm. Women that never wear makeup, they have a little bit of chapped lips. It makes such a huge difference. So make sure you discuss it with them and offer them some options or even help them. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I literally put my eyebrows on every day and a little bit of mascara, and I'm good to go. So sometimes just that little bit will take it just the next step up, and she will stand out better in her pictures. The next thing you want to discuss with them is their wardrobe. You want to plan it out with them. If you plan on doing some head shots or some aerial shots and you want to get some cleavage shots and you want to get some of those types of pictures and angles, you want to make sure they have a nice bra on. It doesn't have to be crazy or from Victoria's Secrets. I mean, literally you can go to Walmart, buy a brand new $4 bra that's got some lace on it. That'll work. So, and if you're doing it for the first time to build a portfolio or to practice, go take her and buy it for her so it's not coming out of her pocket. And give her some options. A white button-up shirt that belongs to her husband, or a jersey, or just a tank top without a bra on if she's willing to go that route. You don't have to spend a bunch of money to get pictures for boudoir. I like more of the bedroom session styles where they're like lounging around in what they normally wear at home. I honestly would tend to shy away from the crazy garter belts and stockings and all that crazy stuff. Like, to me, that's not something I would wear, and that's not something that I think my clients would wear, because a lot of my friends are, they're tomboys, you know. We go outside and we get dirty in the mud and we don't buy that stuff, literally. If you've ever heard that song Redneck Woman by Gretchen Wilson, that's literally how my friends are. So you want to have a plan with them and you want to discuss it with them, and you want your work to reflect your portfolio needs to reflect you and your style. And if you don't want to shoot like that, then encourage your clients to just kind of dress down. Anything can be sexy in the right circumstances, in the right environment. If you want really glam boudoir with the pearls and the garters, and like you see a lot of that going on now, then go for that. It's totally up to you, but just make sure you discuss this stuff ahead of time so they don't show up and they're like, they didn't bring a good bra, or they only have one outfit. No, it doesn't fit if they didn't try it on, because this has happened to me. So it's a good thing I had a backup one at the studio. The next thing is you want to have your shots that you definitely want to try. A lot of women have their go-to shots for everybody because they flatter everybody. Everybody likes them. They're really popular. You get the girl laying on the bed with her feet up, crisscrossed on the headboard. That's so popular, and I see everybody doing it. try to maybe put your own twist on it, but everyone likes that pose. You might want to do the pose where they're kind of leaning off the bed and they're, you know, kind of flirty and playful in a chair, or whatever ideas that you have. I would go for 5 to 10 shoots, have a Pinterest board ready to reference so the client can see it, because sometimes posing is hard, or just write them down. It totally depends. A Pinterest board is really easy to go for, and you can make a private one so no one sees it on your Pinterest. Then try flow posing. And the only thing I'm going to tell you on this is watch, you have to watch Susan Bryce. She has the most amazing techniques, and she really knows how to pose somebody to flatter their body type. And she's just amazing. So it's Sue Bryce. She's all over, like Creative Live, I believe, is one of the channels she's on YouTube. Take a look at her posing and follow that, because it's going to help you and you'll understand what it is. The next one is you want to practice your lighting ahead of time. You can test this on anybody. You don't need someone in full boudoir or, you know, whatever. I mean, I practiced my lighting in the areas, and so for kind of the scenarios with my daughter, and she was sitting on the bed writing in her journal and talking on her phone like she was in her bedroom talking to her boyfriend. Like, it went along with what I was going to be shooting, and so it was the perfect example. And those pictures turned out really cute, and I got a lot of really good feedback from those shots. So I posted them, and I was really happy with them. I got a lot of things like, oh, it looks like it comes out of a catalog, or you could really sell this shot to be used for something. So I was really happy. I knew I had my lighting down, and I'm still new to studio lighting, so that made me feel really good. And then the next one is you want to pay attention to the details and shoot for their body type. Sue Bryce will have some tips on this, and it shows you how to pose curvy women. I'm going to market plus size boudoir, because I think that they'd be more comfortable with me shooting them versus someone who is really thin, and some women are really intimidated by that, and it's a big deal with women and their size and how they feel, and I want a woman to be comfortable. So with that being said, the type of women I want to shoot, and we're going to get blunt for a second. You don't want rolls sticking out where they shouldn't be. Pose them, use their arms, or have them sit up different. When they're laying on their back, and if they're holding on to their chest, you want to make sure their cleavage isn't lopsided or weird looking. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to those details, because that could break your shot right there. You could pull it up in Lightroom when you get home, and you're like, oh, if only this, or oh, if only that. No. Stop and look for those things. Look for her little hair out of place, or, you know, any little thing like that. You want to do that, because if you're going to get paying clients and the shot that they want was ruined because you didn't see that, it's going to be a big deal. So those are my things. Those are what I learned from my first session. I did end up getting some decent shots, but definitely nowhere near where I wanted to be. So hopefully my next one goes good, and I'll let you know how it goes. I have a couple coming next week. I'm going to be working with some models, so they have a little bit more experience with this. So hopefully it goes really good, and I hope that these tips have helped you. If you have anything you can think of, please comment below and let me know how your shoots have gone, or things that you have learned from your first boudoir session. And please don't forget to subscribe, and let me know if there's any other things that you'd like to see on my channel. And I look forward to hearing from you. All my info is down there. Website, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. So find me, follow me, and talk to me. Talk to you later. Bye.